Hey guys, Carter with Patriot Training Center. Today I want to talk to you about sling and sling choices. So the main two slings that you'll usually see on different rifles are, you have a 1-point sling, and what that does is like it sounds, it connects to 1 point onto the rifle. So on this specific setup, I have a QD mount that goes into my end plate on my AR. And there's 1 point of contact holding it. So it holds like this. And then the other one that is my preference that's becoming a lot more popular these days is the 2-point sling. So this specific sling is the Proctor minimalist sling. I love this thing. There's a couple different reasons that I like this sling better. Number one is it's easier to do transitions with a like shooting from a rifle going to a pistol. It holds the gun a lot tighter to my body. So the way this one works is it connects right here and then on the back of my stock, and it holds it really tight to my body, and I can move and work around without it swinging everywhere. The other thing that I love about it is I can get this rifle out of the way and it stays where I put it. So most of the time, like if you're doing rifle transitions, you'll see a lot of people, they'll be working outside the waistband, which I do like working that way with a pistol. The one argument I have to that usually is, how do you carry most of the time? Me, I'm carrying a pistol appendix almost all the time, basically any time that I'm out or even at home most of the time. So I'm actually carrying a handgun in appendix position way more than I would ever be carrying it outside the waistband. Now, if I'm like getting prepped to do something where I know I might need my guns, then I'd probably run an outside the waistband rig like a drop leg, safari land, like duty holster. But most of the time, if emergency happens or something like that, I'm just grabbing my rifle and going. So if I need to transition to my pistol, the nice thing that I like about the 2-point sling is I can run it like this, and if I need to transition, I can toss this and it stays in place, and then I can draw from appendix and go out and do a pretty quick transition to my pistol right there. But I keep this really nice and close to my body, but I don't tighten this too much that I can't get out on target with the sling set up the way it is in the carry position. So sometimes I'll tighten it a little bit too much, and then you'll get, if you tighten it too much, then it's really hard to get it out on position, and you have to like torque the gun. You'll have to swim underneath and shoot like that, which is totally fine to shoot underneath like this and swim through it, but I like to have my sling set up where the way I'm carrying it, I can access it really quickly. So I keep it tight enough that it's not like super loose and hanging down here, but I don't want to have it so tight that I can't use it. So I keep it right in the middle to where I can, it is a little tight on me, but I can still acquire and do a ready up pretty quickly. So that's the reason that I like the 2-point sling more, is it's just a little bit more stable. I'll show you what the 1-point looks like just so you can compare the two. So this is what the single point will look like. As you can see, this thing just like moves around. If you're a dude, it's gonna hit you right in the nuts all the time when you're actually like working on stuff. That's why I hate it. Like doing classes and stuff, it's the worst. By nature, a lot of times you'll see them, they do hang lower on, like most people who wear these in class, they'll hang like way down here, so their muzzle's digging into the dirt all the time. Another reason that I don't like them. You can tighten them and get them tight to hold up here, but like I said, when I try and do a transition, I can kind of get this thing out of the way and do it, but as you can see, it's still like in my way, which I don't really want it in my way because I'm like working with my pistol now. This thing's no good if I'm transitioning to my pistol. So that's one of the biggest reasons that I go with the 2-point sling. And it's just a lot more comfortable keeping it locked into my body, and I can still use it. So those are some things to consider when you're choosing between a single point and a 2-point sling. I hope this video helps you out. Have a good one.